It's the NFL on EA Sports. Another exciting matchup just moments away now as we join you from MetLife Stadium.
Two incredibly dangerous tight ends getting ready to create problems for the opposing defenses in this matchup, Phil.
Man, when you're a quarterback, there is nothing like having a good tight end because, you know why? Because he's close to you. So it doesn't take great skill to throw the ball 5 or 6 yards from where you're at to a tight end who can catch it nowadays, and not only just catch the ball, get you about 10 or 15 extra yards running with it.
First down, offense readying for the snap. The Steelers load up the box, going with the 46 defense. The Giants lined up, bunch formation. The Giants have it at the 24. The defense gets a sack.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback, but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
A lot of yardage to make up here after that sack. It's second down. The Steelers defense packs it in now, going with the 46. Gets the handle here. And Jennings is brought down.
The defense doesn't want to give up runs like that, so how do they stop it? Well, they start crowding the line of scrimmage, so you keep crowding that line of scrimmage, look out, they'll throw it over the top.
Third down here. Offense trying to pick up the first. Shotgun look here for Eli Manning. They'll go shotgun here. Has the reception all alone. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. The Giants come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. Handoff by Manning.
He's brought down at the 46.
Taking a look at the offense now, always one of the best coming out of the slot, and that is wide receiver Victor Cruz.
Jim, he's just one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. How about that? Undrafted out of UMass, and what a job he has done here in the NFL.
Offense lines up here. Second down and 6. And Jennings handed the football. And Hayward in on the tackle. For the defense, one of the best to ever play the safety position, still flying around after all these years, is Troy Polamalu.
He can do 3 things that you'd love to see from a safety. He can play deep, protect against the deep passes. He can come up near the line of scrimmage and stop the run. And he also is a terrific blitzer going after the quarterback.
Manning into coverage that time and incomplete.
Man, the quarterback, the coaches, his teammates, everybody loves to see a player give that type of effort. How about the receiver just going all out to make the catch? Doesn't quite get there, but the effort is outstanding.
And no return as this goes for a touchback. First down here. The Steelers line up in the pistol offense. Bell's going to secure the handoff to the outside.
The Steelers' offensive line is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up a big gain.
First down here after the run. Bryant's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Looks but can't connect on the short throw. Mr. Reliable, a tight end for Pittsburgh, Heath Miller.
Yeah, he's had so many solid years for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Coming out of Virginia, has gone unnoticed for many years, but finally gets elected to a Pro Bowl.
Failing to complete that one, so second down here. Bell's got it on the handoff, and they are in on Bell. Rodgers Cromartie as a force on that defense.
They need Rodgers Cromartie to turn into a shutdown corner. If they can get that from him, they can return to a dominant defense.
The Steelers have it at the 34. Trying to work that left side. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
The margin of error against man-to-man defense is much smaller for a quarterback than it would be against zone defenses. That time the quarterback right on target. Good throw.
Defense with plenty of bodies in the box here on this play. First down at the 24. Bell's taking the handoff. Beeson's an animal on that play.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. Bryant's lined up in the slot. Setting up screen. Brings it in. They'll mark him at the 22.
I think the best thing to say about that play, it's just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
After that last reception, they are still 8 yards away from a first. 3rd and 8 coming up. Ben Roethlisberger dropping back in shotgun formation. Gets away from the pressure. Roethlisberger sends it to Bell.
This is everything you don't want to do as a quarterback. You're under pressure, you scramble backwards, you're under heavy pressure, and you just fire it down the field. What an arm by this guy, and he gets a big completion.
The kick is through for 3.
Well, Jim, that field goal puts them in the lead. It was a nice drive by the offense, and what it does, it just gives you confidence. You did some positive things on the field, and it should carry over for you for the rest of the game.
Jernigan's got a chance for a return, and it's Jones there to meet him. First down here. Big set here for the defense, lining up in the 4-6. Manning's able to fake into the line and still has it. Caught. Has the first. First down here after the completion. Eli Manning will take it from the center here. Looking to go up top again on first down. And he's taken down.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB and takes him down.
Well, they got to the quarterback on first down, sets up second and long. Defense comes out in a 4-6 formation. Defense filling up the box here with a 4-6 formation. Manning standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Pulls it in. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
Hard to play man-to-man against such a quality receiver. You got to mix up the coverage. You play straight man-to-man, you're going to give up a lot of completions.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Throws to the right. He has the grab. Beckham is marked down at the 41. So they complete one, and still it's second down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Dragged to the ground. Looks like he's still about a yard short of the first.
Let's see what they do on this third down situation.
The Steelers out now in a 4-6 formation. Toss play to Jennings. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
The Giants would love to run the football in all situations like this. When you only need a little bit of yardage to get a first down, they show their power there. And I'll tell you what, this gives the coach a lot of confidence.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. The Steelers defense lined up going with the 46 defense.
Gain nearly comes up with the pick on that pass.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have one or two passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
And here we have second down. It's Manning out of the pistol. And Jennings going to take the handoff now.
And he's able to get out to the 34-yard line.
Well, a short gain on the run that time by the offense. When you're a running football team, listen, there's going to be a lot of ugly plays that don't work. You just got to keep running it.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. The Giants will approach this play from out of the pistol. The Giants have it at the 34.
Could have been intercepted.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
If he makes it, the game is tied.
The Giants face fourth down, but want to take a timeout before they snap the football.
The offense is going to stay on the field now for this 4th and 7.
Offense lines up here. The Giants have it at the 34. Makes the catch in open space.
The Giants really have great faith in their offense. They go for it on fourth down, and that faith paid off, and they picked it up.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Mounting a serious drive. And Jennings handed the football. Touchdown, New York Giants.
Well, when your offense goes out there and scores a touchdown to put you ahead, it's got to give a big lift to the defense. They got to get excited and go out there and hold that lead.
Extra point was good. Josh Brown about to boot it down the field. He's got a chance to return this one. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Reaches out and snatches it.
The Steelers did a good job there on first down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now second and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
It's now second down. Roethlisberger comes out in the pistol. Bell's going to secure the handoff. And they'll end up losing 4 here.
The Steelers running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
The defense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run. The defense comes out in the nickel. Roethlisberger from the gun. Falls incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Looks like they'll go 3 and out on this series. And the Steelers are ready to punt this one away. They face first down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Takes it outright. And Gay's there that time for the tackle.
When you're going against a really athletic defense, there's nothing like reverses and the counter run game, because they see it, they go, and you counter it, and that's why it works to perfection.
Eli Manning will take it from the center here. Second down and 5. Catch made.
That was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
First down here after the completion. And Jennings got it on the handoff. Picks up about 2.
Jennings trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
That leads us to second down. Manning's lined up, empty backfield. They're setting up screen. That's a gain of 8.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. It's an empty backfield for Manning this time. From the shotgun. And he's brought to the ground.
Well, the one thing we know about the NFL, when you have the football in your hands, they are going to attack it. You got to know that as a ball carrier, protect it a lot better.
Great starting position here for the offense. Bell's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. And that'll gain just a few yards. Second down now. Ben Roethlisberger takes a look down from under center. He'll fire it out to the left. Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
It'll be 3rd and 7 now after that incompletion.
It's a dime look for the defense on this play. Roethlisberger's got it in the gun. Launching it deep. Man, intercepted!
He's brought to a halt.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
They come to the line, and it's 1st down. Manning's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. In the end, it picks up only a yard.
Jim, sooner or later, you get in these situations, you got to throw the football. As we have seen today, they keep trying to run it, but there's not much there to go.
After being stuffed at the line of scrimmage, it's now 2nd down and 10.
Halftime, 2 minutes away. And Cruz is a receiver in the slot. Second down and 10. He'll throw it over the middle. Good for only a yard.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the open guy short. They get the completion. They still do not get the 1st down, though.
Third down now. Manning set. Empty backfield. Drop back. Shotgun formation. Looking across the middle. And he's tackled down after picking up the 1st.
Good job by the receiver that time. Getting that extra couple yards. Gets a 1st down. They are marching. Let's see how the defense reacts.
Quarters formation here for the defense. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. And incomplete pass that time as he threw it short.
That is so tough to do. To be that close to these receivers and able to knock the pass down without getting a penalty. Good job.
Second down here. Manning's lined up. No extra blockers for this snap. From the gun. Very nearly intercepted.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted and the guy dropped it. You just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
On the way, 3rd down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Manning's going to take it from the gun. Pass is intercepted.
Good piece of tackling.
First down on the way. Roethlisberger's lined up. 2 tight ends set. Out to the right.
Fights through that hit.
Bell is showing he is adapting to the NFL very quickly. That time he sees the open hole, takes off, and picks up great yards.
Defense with plenty of bodies in the box here on this play.
Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the 1st down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Steelers in for the touchdown.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible to guard these guys nowadays as they go down the field. These wide receivers, they have feet like ballerinas, and even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick, they can get open and make the catches.
The Giants prepared to return the kickoff. Gets away from contact.
Taken down at the 21. First down coming up. Quarters formation here for the defense. First down at the 21. And incomplete.
Number 10 catches his fastball incomplete.
Second down after the incompletion. Manning's got everybody split out wide. Takes it from the gun. Got the completion. And bringing him down, it's Lawrence Timmons.
Every quarterback in the NFL loves this coverage where you got 4 defensive backs all playing deep. So in routes, anything across the middle usually is wide open. Good job by the quarterback taking advantage of the defense that time.
Manning from the shotgun. Looking long. And it's incomplete.
Just not a good decision by the quarterback. I mean, maybe on the sidelines they keep calling the wrong plays, but he's attacking the strength of this cover 2 defense. Don't do that. Throw where they're not. That's deep down the middle.
Coming up, second down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Eli Manning takes it from the gun. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
Oh, and almost picked off that time.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
That last pass incomplete, and it brings up third down. Quarters formation here for the defense. Manning will take the snap from the shotgun. Got the completion. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. The Giants have to take their final timeout. That's it. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. And Cruz is in the slot. Manning's back in shotgun formation. Heaving it down the field. Gabe Yearly comes up with the pick on that pass.
Well, the defense has to be depressed after that play, because when you get a chance to get off the field, get a turnover, and get the offense off the field, man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
Second down following that incompletion. Shotgun look here for Eli Manning. Out of the gun. This play will hold up. He's inbounds.
Well, I think we've heard this expression about 7,000 times. It's a passing league, so we all know that. So you got to be able to throw the football and pick up some first downs.
First down here after the completion. Eli Manning will take it from the center here. Back to the air here on first down. Catch made near the sideline.
Well, they complete the pass, Jim, but doesn't get the first down. Sooner or later, you got to throw one down the field.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. One more snap, and we'll head to Second down and 9. Looking to the right side and throwing.
Good job by the play caller that time, calling for the short pass. Even though it comes up short of the first down, it opens up many things that you can do on third. You can run a reverse, draw plays, screen plays, or if you want, you can still throw it down the field.
Lining up here, looking to tie the game on this field goal try.
With that one.
So that's going to do it for the first half. Steelers are up here in this one. We'll be back with our halftime report after the break.
All right, Larry, thank you for all of those updates. And now the teams are coming back onto the field, and we're about to get the second half started.
And he'll start his return. Him at the 18-yard line. It's first down as they head to the line. Bell's lined up in a single back formation. And now here's the first snap of the second half. A tackle behind the line.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Second down here after that run play. On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. Nickel formation for the defense here. Wide open for the catch.
Keep the momentum on your side. You got a lead here in the second half. Nice play that time. You pick up the first down. Let's see if you can take advantage of it.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. That long gain sets them up here on this play. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Second down coming up. Nickel formation here for the defense. Roethlisberger sends it to Brown. Tackle by Antrell Roll.
A lot of people talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's overblown, but in a situation like this, where you're winning a close game in the second half, you want to control the tempo, control the clock, keep getting those first downs.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Roethlisberger with the give. Tackled down at the 22.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets them a few yards.
5-yard gain on play.
And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down. Offense lines up here. Miller's got it. First down. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Boy, they got a good drive going here, Jim. I guess you don't hear that too much on the golf course, do you? The way you hit it everywhere. But this offense, they're clicking. They're making plays. Let's see if they can take advantage of just moving this football down the field.
First down here after the completion. Two tight ends on the field here. The give. Looking out wide. Rolls there to make the tackle.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Bell takes his spot in the backfield. Just a quick drop back. And touchdown.
Well, we're talking about some of the fastest humans on earth. And we take into account you can't touch them or breathe on them. That's how they're able to get open and make so many catches.
Makes the PAT.
Steelers setting up here for the kickoff.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20.
First down, offense readying for the snap. The Steelers defense lined up in a 4-6 formation. And Jennings taking the handoff to the right side, and Jennings is brought down.
The days of thinking you're just going to rush the passer, those days are over for defensive ends. Yes, you have to rush the passer, but you got to be able to stop the run. That was a great job that time.
Eli Manning will take it from the center here. 2nd and 10. They go screen with Jennings. Polamalu's able to read that play and make the hit.
That was just a dumb call. When you throw it behind the line of scrimmage like that, you deserve to lose some yards. That's what happened on that play.
A reception on 2nd down, but not enough for the first. 3rd down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. And Jennings going to take the handoff now. The tackle is made, and that's a 3-and-out series for the offense. And so now they'll call on Weatherford to punt the football. Signaling for fair catch. First down here. Bell takes his spot in the backfield. They go screen with Bell. Running room. And they bring him down at the 36-yard line.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. A little screen pass to the halfback. He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were, and it picked up some nice yards.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Roethlisberger's going to be in the pistol here. Handoff made. Slashes to the left side. He's tackled right at the 31.
Nothing like a good trap play. When you play defensive linemen who like to get up the field a little too quick, let them get up the field, have a pulling guard, knock them out, and then run in there behind them and get those yards.
2nd down coming up. Wide receivers are bunched up. Roethlisberger over to Antonio Brown. And he steps out of the field of play.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Big set here for the defense, lining up in the 4-6. First down and 10. Right side, breaks away.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
2nd down following the run. Ben Roethlisberger takes a look down from under center. Gets it out for the completion. Gets about 9 on the play. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. One last play before the quarter ends. They bring him to the turf. The Steelers have the football as the 4th quarter gets started. Second down. ready to make the stop on the goal line. Look, that's a touchdown.
How about that? The fullback scores the touchdown. He does all the blocking, gets beat up all the time, but nothing like getting the football where you can score to get it done.
The Giants prepared to return the kickoff. Jernigan's going to start his return. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Giants now will start this drive at the 27. The Giants all bunched up here as they get set at the line. 1st and 10. Looks to his left. Gets it out for the completion. First down here after the completion. They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly. Manning from the shotgun. Pulls it in. Allen's in on the tackle.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
The Giants have it at the 39. And Gay's there to take them down.
Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
They're going to the hurry. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Makes the reception. After the pass play, gain 7. 2nd and 3 on the way. Quarters formation here for the defense. Manning's going to take the snap from the shotgun. And that'll close the gap.
Good job by the offensive coordinator calling those plays. Leads to a touchdown. They're just slowly chipping away at this lead. Now can the defense come out and help them out?
And the extra point is good. The Steelers set to return the kick. It'll be a touchback. First down here. Bell takes his spot in the backfield. Will run it. Here's the handoff. He's going to be tackled right around the 21-yard line. This will be 2nd down. The defense comes out in the nickel. Throws the pass. Roethlisberger sends it to Brown. That brings the play to an end.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. First down following the long play. Handoff. He's into the open. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
When you have a defense that's not playing good techniques, they're selling out, overplaying plays while you run the counter runs to counteract what they're doing on the defensive side.
Second down, 4 to go. Back to the ground. And they are in on Bell.
Bell is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Now 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he'll try it left. Tate's taken down at the 40.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
The Steelers come out in the pistol. Roethlisberger comes out in the pistol. Antonio Brown with the catch. Mukamara's there to make the tackle.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Here's the first snap after the big play. To the ground. Taking it right up the middle. Beeson's there to take him down.
Sometimes you run a play that the defense is ready for it, and that's the situation right here. In the red zone, the offense decides to run it. The defense is ready for it, and they stop it for a short gain.
Defense comes out in a 4-6 formation. 2nd and 8. Bell's handed the football. And gains about 1.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
Timeout's called, and we're going to step aside. Be back in just a moment. Double tight end formation. 3rd down and 6. Almost intercepted.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have 1 or 2 passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense. The kick is good. That was a nice long drive by the offense that time, and it stalls out. But good job by the kicker coming in and putting 3 points on the board.
Jernigan's got it on the return. And he's going to be brought down right around the 33-yard line. The Giants come to the line. They'll start this drive at the 33. Jernigan's lined up now as a slot receiver. 1st and 10. Screen. Makes the catch.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up, and when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
Following that completion, 2nd and short.
Last play before the 2-minute warning.
Has his man. That'll stop the play right there.
Crossing routes, that's what you want to throw when you see this type of coverage. 4 deep, cover 4. Look for guys going across the field. Hard for the defense to cover those throws.
1st down. Pressure on every snap now. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 1st down and 10. Throws to the right. Secures it with 2 hands.
Good job by the offense. They're in the red zone. They're down by more than 7, but the defense, can you stop them and just give up the field goal try?
They'll go right to the hurry up. Won't use a timeout here. 1st and 10. Touchdown. And this game just got a whole lot more interesting.
You see it so often now. If the receiver's not open, just throw it high, let him go up in the air, jump and make the catch. That's what we saw here. Nice touchdown.
He made it. The kicking team now getting set here for what looks like an onside kick. They have the ball back and the play's continuing. You try the onside kick, and you've got to make sure, first off, that the ball travels 10 yards. That's a penalty.
Hey, you know what you say to the kicker here in this situation? If you're the coach, you count to 10. That's how far it's got to go, son. Get the ball 10 yards.
Really good field position here to start this drive. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. The Steelers snap it at the 36. Toss to the outside.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on 1st down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play. Offense lines up here. Bell's going to secure the handoff. That's a gain of only a yard.
That's a timeout call.
That last play was a run. Third down coming up. Roethlisberger's lining up in the pistol. Feeds him again. Has space.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
The Steelers are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. They'll go for it on fourth down, late stages. Roethlisberger set in the pistol. The Steelers from the 32. Browns got the catch and the first.
That was a good call by the offensive coach that time. They needed 1 first down to win this game to seal things up. He makes the right call, and they get a big first down.
First down here after the completion. Takes the knee.
This was a close one that came down to the wire. What's that feeling on the sideline right now on the winning side?
Oh, it's awesome. When games are close, you're down on the sideline. You look up there every once in a while and you go, oh, I hope we can find a way to win this game today. They did it. It is truly extremely exciting once you get it done.